Let's talk about Elemental. We haven't seen it yet. I'm familiar with your last movie, The Good Dinosaur. That one was set in the outdoors, wilderness.
Right.
So was it a deliberate choice to pick a follow-up project that's set in, I won't say man-made environment, but element-made environment?
Yeah, it was a real choice. What's so funny about The Good Dino is that I grew up in a city. And so it was like a new experience trying to discover that world in that film. Where here, it's very much using the experience of growing up in a city. Making it fantastical was a real joy, because it's like, oh right, I've been down streets like this, but what if it's all water, or what if it's all earth, or what would that give us story-wise? And so it was fun.
So what homework do you give the voice actors? What homework did you assign them to?
Most of the time it was really trying to talk about the characters versus homework. And so it would be describing the culture to the performers of what the background is, and then see where they came from with that. And then also understanding the emotions of each element. And within each element there would be different emotions, but for their specific characters, how to exploit that in different ways was part of the game.
So what do you think that the audiences will be most excited about when they see the movie in its entirety?
I mean, I hope that they get excited about these characters, these main characters, and the diversity in the world. Like, we really wanted to make the world hopeful and make these different groups, you know, some mix, some don't, but in a really fun, appealing way. But mainly, I hope they fall in love with Ember and Wade. I hope that's the thing that they get out of it. Sorry.
I have a curious question, which is more difficult to animate, fire or water?
I thought fire was going to be harder, but it turns out water is more difficult on all levels. Because if you do it too slow, it looks like jelly. If you look like any little shift, it looks like something that's not water. Lighting of water, because when we first did water tests, they were all see-through. You couldn't see, the eyeballs were just sitting there, the mouth was all in the see-through character, and we have to find this caricature to it. And that caricature is impossible. You know, Ember, there's no shadows for Ember. Ember lights everything where she goes, and it's just all new challenges that we just did not really know early on.
So what do you get to do on in Elemental that you couldn't do in The Good Dinosaur or Partly Cloudy?
I think this one is personal. I think that's the new thing about this one. And that's been a real challenge. Because it's not an autobiography, but it gave me a North Star to keep going down, to continue to dig, but trying to find that balance was really new for me.
During the presentation, you mentioned, I think Kelly mentioned a lot of times that you do voices. Has anyone asked you to do voicemails for them?
Yeah, my brother's asked me to do something, but it's usually like something so silly, but that's it. Yeah, thank you for asking.
Do you have any other projects after Elemental, or do you don't look that far?
I'm very proud of the work so far, but it takes its toll with the family, so taking some time off to just sort of help out some other projects and then get geared up again would be great.
I'm Wade.
I'm Ember.